Is the WWE already canceling out Dean Ambrose? Is Dean Ambrose not going to appear on WWE television again? A huge report on Dean Ambrose. Chris Jericho and Brock Lesnar in AEW. Is that going to happen? Is that going to be reality? SmackDown viewership for this week. We got a ton. It's going to be all jacked up on the brash and the brazen. Sean's View Entertainment. I will never be mistaken or overtaken because I always keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Take this time to share my videos on Facebook and Twitter. Have no fear. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the WWE is worried about not only Dean Ambrose leaving the WWE, but other stars will follow suit. WWE is very worried. Everyone walking on eggshells. The WWE's back against the wall because it seems like WWE is worried about more superstars leaving, so they have even more to be concerned about than a mediocre turnout in Phoenix concerning the size of the Royal Rumble venue, because reportedly it wasn't really a true sellout at the Royal Rumble. Dean Ambrose's situation, is the real deal, and he is really leaving the WWE, although some think it's a work, some think it's part of a storyline, part of a plot. Don't get your hopes up thinking it is a work. WWE knows it is all too real as well, because Mike Johnson commented on PW Insider Elite Audio that WWE management spent some time on Tuesday talking to WWE superstars with contracts running up in the next couple of years. I can say this, after the Dean Ambrose news came out late Monday night and early Tuesday, there was a buzz of activity backstage at SmackDown, as anybody that had a contract coming up in the next year or two was pulled into rooms and spoken to by management about signing longer form deals, and all the wrestlers were sitting there looking at each other going, will you look at this? This is crazy. So there definitely was, I think, the realization that people could potentially leave to go to AEW or another wrestling promotion. You know, WWE might be paying attention to it before and monitoring it, as Triple H said, but there was definitely a cause of effect between Dean Ambrose making the decision that he's leaving and the news coming out that everybody was buzzing about it. And yesterday at SmackDown, people were being spoke to about deals. Brian Alvarez said on the Wrestling Observer Live that it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see the WWE ghost Dean Ambrose. Well, they're going to ghost Dean Ambrose. They're going to do that to him. They're going to sell him short. Well, you know what? Maybe that would be better than him getting jobbed out and made to look like a joke. That might be the better way, actually, as I'm reading this, as I'm getting the vibe and the feel and the aura that's going on here. Maybe he'll do a couple of extra shows. I mean, maybe they'll use him until the end of his contract. I mean, it's possible. But I have this feeling that he's just going to be iced. We'll find out soon enough. He'll probably have to do some more jobs first. Maybe not. Maybe they'll ice him, and then, his swan song was on Monday Night Raw. We'll find out, but would not be surprised if we didn't see a lot less. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a lot more of Dean Ambrose. The change of the winds of the women's triple threat match at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair will do war at WrestleMania. It was supposed to be a one-on-one match. Then, the WWE built this up. They thought of a different strategy. And now it looks like we're not just going to get a one-on-one women's title match. We're going to get a historic triple threat match. And of course, you get the women's tag team titles. And then, ladies and gentlemen, on top of all that, you also have to think about the cream of the crop. SmackDown Live's viewership was down slightly this week. So that shows that Becky Lynch is a draw to an extent. People are interested and invested. And, naturally, you would think that the ratings would be up on a show for like a Raw or a SmackDown following an event such like the Royal Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of this video, you heard Sean's View Entertainment right. You heard me correct. Chris Jericho somehow, someway wants to get Brock Lesnar and him in a match in AEW. Does that mean Brock Lesnar is going to lose the championship? What about all these other stars that could potentially leave the WWE and follow Dean Ambrose? Is the WWE going to be under siege? Is this the beginning of the end for the WWE? Is the WWE going to crumble under its own foundation, ladies and gentlemen? Is there cracks inside World Wrestling Entertainment? There's obviously more to this than meets the eye on the brash Sean's View Entertainment, because I premiere it live. And I'm giving you the satisfaction of the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters, the Ringside News, the Wrestling Incs, the PWIs, the Dave Meltzers, the Wrestling Observer newsletters, all the sources, all the websites talking about all the latest news and rumors in WWE. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is a hell of a thing that we got going on right here and right now on Sean's View Entertainment. And imagine if other superstars left the WWE. I mean, you're already losing someone like Dean Ambrose. But then there's some wrestlers that were taken aback and they were a little bit shocked. They were a little bit thrown off that, oh, Dean Ambrose is leaving. We're losing Dean Ambrose. And then, I mean, imagine if they ghost Dean Ambrose. When I think about it, I don't want to see Nia Jax annihilate Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose does not deserve that treatment. If I were Dean Ambrose, maybe it would be better to leave now. Forget about a WrestleMania match. Forget about a send-off. Because I don't know if the WWE would actually give Dean Ambrose the proper send-off. Maybe they just cancel Dean Ambrose off now. That's the feeling online, is that Dean Ambrose will be canceled out anyways. So viewers and subscribers, Sean's View Entertainment is here. And what about the rumors a few days ago about The Undertaker going to Impact Wrestling just because he was hanging out and took a picture with a few Impact wrestlers? That doesn't necessarily mean that The Undertaker is going to go supreme and go to Impact Wrestling. If The Undertaker is going to go anywhere, you would have to think it would be AEW. But ladies and gentlemen, the scare tactic, the aura, the vibe, the feeling in the WWE right now cannot be that strong. It cannot be that capable, not that able. In the WWE right now, it cannot be that positive energy running through backstage in the locker room that if a Dean Ambrose can leave, what and who else on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, who else could leave the WWE? And do you think Dean Ambrose should leave now before it gets worse for him? Or will the WWE actually give him a good send-off? Your comments, your opinions, just like Eric Bischoff, who would go to Tijuana to buy a tranny for a $20 payoff just to get a little boff, who should step off before I give him a send-off, and then I'm going to knock his block off. All right, I don't know where the heck that came from. I think that was an old Chris Jericho promo on Monday Night Raw on Eric Bischoff. I don't even know why that just came into my mind. But ladies and gentlemen, Sean's View Entertainment is going to be here all the time. I work around the clock. I don't stop. What are your comments and your opinions on all the news that I told you, I promised you, a jam-packed interactive episode where I bring the viewers and the subscribers into the news in WWE. Subscribe, because this is the place to be, because I am the face that books this freaking place. Later.